Normally at this stage of the year, I feel burnt out. I don't really feel motivated to trade, but because team of the season is normally my favorite time of the year, I'm forcing myself. I'm forcing myself to trade as much as possible so I can build up my coin balance so that once team of the season is officially here, I have enough coins to buy into the players that I want to buy into. And in today's video, I'm sharing the trading methods that I'm going to use. But before we do get into the video, if you want to skip trading and just have coins ready for team of the season, then there is no better place than SkyCoach. SkyCoach will offer cheap, fast and reliable FIFA 23 coins. All you need to do is select how many you want and the platform that you have. The coins will be added to your account in next to no time. And at that point, all you need to do is make the hard decision of what players you're going to buy. So if you do want a head start within Ultimate Team and you want the luxury of having as many coins as possible ready for you to buy the players that you want to play with, then there is a link in the description down below. And if you use Fnatic at checkout, you'll also get 10% off your purchase. So as I just said, with trading, I'm not motivated. It normally starts out every year with Ultimate Team. Right at the beginning, I will make millions of coins within the first month, maybe even 2. At that point, I start to take my foot off the pedal, slow down, make more investments, continue to build up coins. But once we get around team of the year, potentially even after, that's when my motivation really dries up. But it starts to increase again just before team of the season because of the amount of players and how long this promo will be going on for. But I don't want to do it with the most complicated trading methods. I use some of the simplest. And this year is no different. So firstly, I'm going to carry on using a bronze pack method. This isn't something that's going to be making loads of coins. It's just going to be able to build my club without me really having to do anything. And this isn't going through the bronze pack method hours and hours on end. This is a couple minutes in between every single game that I play, and if I do not have time to play a full match, but I am going to be sitting around doing nothing for the next couple minutes, what I will do is just open bronze packs. The players that sell will be listed onto the transfer market. That's other people buying into them for SBCs. And the players that don't sell will be stored into my club, ready to be upgraded. The upgrade process does take some time. You're going to need hundreds of bronze players in order for you to just get one rare gold pack. That's going through the whole process of upgrading bronze players to silver players to common gold, and common gold to rare gold. But this is a very lazy way in which you can build your club. And that's why I'm liking it right now. Again, that lack of motivation. The second method that I'm using is another very easy one. This is the bulk bidding method. In addition to me opening bronze packs between every single game, I'm also going to take a couple minutes just to select a rare gold player. They don't need to be expensive. Normally it's around 1,000 coins for the lowest buy now. And what I'll do is just bid on as many as possible at around 750, 800. This will allow me to get a max watch list of 50, and it really doesn't take too long to do this. The hardest part is initially finding a player, but once you've found a player, you can just keep on using them over and over again. And because we're at that point within Ultimate Team, I know what players can work well at a time in which I am able to play. So that's what I'll do. I'll look at those players knowing fair well that they're probably going to be able to sell for 1,000 coins. I'll bid 750 coins, 800 coins, keep on going through till I get 50. And then it should take anywhere between 5 minutes to 15 minutes for them all to expire. The reason there's such a huge variation, it really comes down to the time in which you're trading. If you're trading at peak time after a promo's just been released, chances are you're going to be able to get them to expire relatively quickly. But if you're doing it early hours in the morning, nothing special happened the day before, then there's going to be next to no one. So you're going to have to wait even longer for them to actually expire. But either way, every single time that I go out and bid on these players, I then go and play a match after, which can take 15 to 20 minutes. And by the time that game finishes, hopefully I've won some deals. If I haven't won any deals, I'll just go and find a completely different player to use. But most of the time, there's going to be 20, 30, 40 players that I can now list back onto the transfer market. So I'll do that, spend a couple minutes just listing each and every player, and then go and do the exact same thing again. Bid on an additional 50 players and keep this loop going. Both the bulk bidding and the bronze pack method really don't get any lazier, but there is a method which I am using just to make more coins, and this is going to take a bit more effort. This is the Quintilla method. With the Quintilla method, what you need to look out for is common gold players. Common gold players that can be used for SBCs but are normally required within a different position. So for example, we're going to be looking at Dele Alli. Dele Alli by default is a cam. He costs about 500 coins at his lowest end. It's normally actually quite easy for you to actually get him at 500 coins. His alternative position is a center mid, and a cam to center mid position modifier can cost about 600 coins. Yet again, this is if you were to go and get both on a buy now. If you're trying to get them on a bid, you could probably get them slightly cheaper, but just for the sakes of numbers, 500 coins for Dele Alli to buy into him, and then 600 coins for you to buy a cam to center mid. 1,100 coins in total. But with Dele Alli, his center mid position, the cheapest one that is normally available, is around 2,000 coins. That's a 900 coins different before the 5% EA tax. And I'm sure you're wondering, okay, of course you can actually go and do that. It's not difficult to do. It may take 5 minutes in order for you to get everything that you need and apply them together. But why would anyone buy into this? Quite simply, people will go through different SBCs and they'll just put in concept players of the players that they want to go and use within the challenge itself, because they haven't got enough players within their club. And occasionally they will go and put in a player such as Dele Alli, and they would need him to be a center mid with him getting chemistry. So they'll move him down to a center mid, and instead of going out there and doing all the work for themselves, they will just buy the cheapest Dele Alli within a center mid position that is available on the transfer market. And if yours is the cheapest at the time, that means yours sells. Now this does mean that you're not going to be making hundreds of thousands every single hour. There's simply not enough demand. But if you did get 1 or 2 Dele Allis, you will be able to list them on the transfer market and they will sell. Once they sell, you do the exact same thing again, getting another 2 Dele Allis, listing them onto the transfer market. And you won't just do this with Dele Alli, there are loads of common gold players that you can use. You want to spread out to as many of them as you can, getting 1 or 2 for each player, listing them onto the transfer market, making a decent amount of profit for every single card, and just making sure that they're constantly listed, listing them every single hour or even 12 hours overnight. And you will be able to sell a relatively good amount of these cards. Once you have this method going, which is making a considerable amount of coins every single time one sells, plus also the bulk bidding, plus also the bronze pack method, you will be able to make a really good amount of coins every single day. But if you do really want to take it to the extreme, there is only one other method that I'm using. This is by looking at icons. Icons at this time of the year are no longer the top of everyone's list. At the beginning of the year, when there aren't any special cards, everyone wants to go and get them. But now, because we've had team of the year, there's so many good promos, there's so many players which are cheaper than the icons, but so much better, that why would you go for some of these icons? And that just leaves the door open for us traders. Because the attention has dropped, we're able to get a lot of these on a really good bid. You don't need to do anything special with this, just head to the transfer market, select the quality to be icons, and then go across each one. What you're looking out for are those with bids on. Once you find one with a bid, you're going to add them to your watch list, and then you're going to compare the player's price. And what we're really looking out for are those which have a substantial distance between their current price, what their bid is on, compared to what the lowest buy now is, which is currently listed. And a lot of the time you will be able to see massive differences. Tens of thousands of coins of a difference between what the current bid is compared to the lowest buy now. Those are the deals that you want to be looking out for. Once they get down to the last 30 seconds, if there's still room for you to place a bid, win them, list them onto the transfer market by undercutting the cheapest, so yours is the cheapest, and still make a considerable amount of profit after the 5% EA tax, you want to place a bid. Now, you will not win every single deal that you bid on. You'll probably win about 3 out of 10, which doesn't sound crazy good, but for a lot of these trades, you could be making 5, 10, 15, 20k profit. You just need to be in the right place at the right time. I really like doing this late afternoon, just before things start to die down around 8 to 10 p.m, somewhere around there UK time. And then once I do win them, I'm able to list them for 12 hours overnight, where there normally is less cards listed onto the transfer market. So that gives less options for those who are looking to buy the icon players that I've been able to trade with, so that I can actually increase the player's price once I list them, maximizing the most amount of coins possible. But these are the trading methods that I'm using. Nothing fancy, nothing too special, but all of them able to generate coins before team of the season. And with the coins that I am making, I am putting them into investments. This being fodder investments, where I'm just buying some high rated rare gold players for cheap, as well as I'm putting them into some very cheap team of the week players. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.